The year was 1924, a time when the world was recovering from the Great War and bracing itself for the Great Depression. In the midst of this tumultuous era, on June 12th, a future leader, George Herbert Walker Bush, was born in Milton, Massachusetts. George H.W. Bush's early life was steeped in privilege. His father, Prescott Sheldon Bush, was a successful investment banker and later a U.S. senator. The young Bush completed his schooling at Phillips Academy, an exclusive boarding school in Andover, Massachusetts. The Second World War broke out when he was still in school, and on his 18th birthday, Bush enlisted in the U.S. Navy, becoming one of its youngest aviators. After the war, Bush married Barbara Pierce, and they went on to have 6 children together. He then studied economics at Yale University, after which he moved his young family to Texas, where he started a successful career in the oil industry. Bush's political career began in the early 1960s. He first served 2 terms as a representative to Congress from Texas. Then he was appointed to a series of high-level positions: Ambassador to the United Nations, Chairman of the Republican National Committee, Chief of the U.S. Liaison Office in the People's Republic of China, and Director of the Central Intelligence Agency. In 1980, Bush campaigned for the Republican nomination for president. He lost, but was chosen as a running mate by Ronald Reagan. Serving as vice president, he had the unique experience of working closely with Reagan, witnessing firsthand the end of the Cold War and the start of a new world order. In 1988, Bush reached the pinnacle of his political career, becoming the 41st President of the United States. His presidency saw significant global events like the fall of the Berlin Wall and the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Domestically, he signed into law the Americans with Disabilities Act, a landmark bill for civil rights. However, economic recession and a perceived lack of focus on domestic issues led to Bush's defeat in the 1992 presidential election. After leaving office, he remained active in public life, partnering with former adversary Bill Clinton to raise funds for victims of the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami and Hurricane Katrina. On November 30th, 2018, George H.W. Bush passed away, leaving behind a legacy that was as complex as the times he lived in. Bush's legacy is a mixed bag. On the one hand, he is remembered for his foreign policy successes, his pragmatism, and his dedication to public service. On the other hand, his inability to effectively address domestic issues during his presidency left many Americans feeling left behind. Yet there is no denying that George H.W. Bush shaped the world we live in today. His leadership during a time of global change helped to end the Cold War without a shot being fired, a feat that is testament to his skill as a diplomat and leader. In the end, George H.W. Bush's life and career serve as a reminder of the complexities of leadership, the importance of service, and the ever-changing nature of history itself.